Play comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Ball handed off. Senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
So both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Running back grabs it on the screen. Breaking tackles and going. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's got it with room to run. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The receiver grabs it.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass caught. Second down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for a deep completion. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
The quarterback's got to do a better job here of reading the coverage. He was determined to get that ball thrown to this receiver. But they played double coverage. He still tries to throw it, and he almost threw an interception.
It's an RGO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. It's no good. With that miss, the score remains the same.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
The 50-yard field goal miss sets up the offense around the 33. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Bringing pressure. Hook in the open. They bring him down. It's a big play all the way to the 43.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards and a first down for the Hogs. And Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The pass rush closing in. But the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up for the first down at the 21.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And there's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
The Razorbacks line it up with first and goal. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Interesting idea here near the goal line, relying on the speed to get to the edge. It didn't work out this time, but maybe give it another look later on.
A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on second and goal? Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Touchdown, Razorbacks. This quarterback on fire today.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
attempt. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. On the kickoff is hammered. Sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Gives it to the back. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the option play. And now it's fumbled. What a decision.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Well, to throw it here on second down. Fighting off the defender. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. So Arkansas has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Third and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that froze the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a first down.
The Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage for a first down. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for him.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. What a catch! And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Keeping it on the ground here. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. And the defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with 1st and goal. The running back here in a direct snap. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kurt?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Booth. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. The Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Finds his man. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense comes to the line with a 1st down. The defense going to have to overcome that costly 15-yard penalty. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. On the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a 1st down.
And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Caught. Completion. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Here's the handoff. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. Quarterback still with the football. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Now they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. touchdown. The kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Has the first down and more. He stopped him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Second down after that run in the previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he's intercepted.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. That's a design quarterback keeper. Picks up the first, looking for more. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Grab down the middle. It's Gibson. Breaking free at midfield. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gain over there.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where we've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive we were happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
They're going to run it here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Quick pass, the catch is made. We saw them at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught by the receiver. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They connect for 6.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. They're going to run it. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Moves out of the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring out the 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking for the wideout. Wide open downfield. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick this away to get the second half going. Bringing it out, it's Booth. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. He decides to keep it here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
That's just exactly how you coach it from a defensive standpoint. You string the quarterback out to the outside, make him indecisive. By the time he makes the decision, the rest of the defense is coming in. Nice tackle for a loss.
He's running out of time here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He fires downfield. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
You know, Chris, this offense has had a big day today. That first half, they seemed to be moving the ball almost every time they had a possession. They were putting points up on the board. Now to start this third quarter, they don't convert here on third down. They have so much confidence. I would be shocked to see them still go for this here.
And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The tight end has got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Horned Frogs line up on 1st and 10 now. Fires it to the wideout. Caught. He's wide open. Look out.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive moving. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. That is broken up and incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The defense scoops it up. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Arkansas. A huge defensive score.
The big fella takes it all the way back for a touchdown. When this linebacker's been hitting people all day, he finally gets to show what he can do when he gets his hands on the football. I remember this guy played running back in high school. He hasn't had his hands on the football in a long time, but clearly remembers what to do with it after he picks up that fumble.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. They chase him down, but a huge play on the return. Very fortunate that wasn't brought all the way to the house. Just a bit more, and that's a touchdown. And the TCU offense takes the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Boy, an easy throw, an easy read, and an easy catch for the touchdown. I thought the receiver might have to call a fair catch. He was so open.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And now the try here for the extra point. They make the PAT, but still trails 31-14.
That makes the score Arkansas 31, TCU 14.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quick throw to his receiver. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up the first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
Here we go.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. Past the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They continue to roll up the score.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On the run, it's Mendoza. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
And the Horned Frogs will have to kick this away. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. They'll run it to the right side. Bites off a defender. Gets the first and still running. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Breaks free. Now here he goes. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Touchdown, Arkansas. They finish off the scoring drive.
Now that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Take this one away.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, TCU.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. This time a completion. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. The receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The DB is backing off from the line now. And that pass is hauled in over the middle.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Empty backfield, offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Back to throw again. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Yeah, it's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And he knocks it right through.
The extra point is good. That makes the score Arkansas.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Booth. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. The Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Now the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. A direct snap. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
I love it. 3rd down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for him. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And the Razorbacks will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Razorbacks will try to keep this drive moving. Working clock with the ground game. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
There's the handoff. They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
And the Razorbacks will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner is brought down.
And the TCU offense will take over 1st and 10.
Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. First down, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Second down, looking to throw it. Going to try to use his legs here. Get some space around the 30. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for a late deep shot. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge game.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking for a late, deep throw. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the quarterback just takes a knee.